the final part of the Nightly 162. Thank you guys so much for staying with me through this series. Let's jump into it. Want to hit my local casino next month and play a $60 tournament? What is the most important advice you can give? Only really have played with family and friends before, and I've watched plenty of yours and Kevin's streams. From Nima74. Well, be patient. Most people feel as if they're doing something wrong if they're just sort of sitting there and waiting. You're not necessarily doing anything wrong. Sometimes in live poker you play like 2 hands an hour, and that's normal. So just be patient. Relax. Realize that you're probably better than a lot of other people if you've watched like streams before. And yeah, just have a good time. Moving to Prague just for new experiences, Andrew. New experiences, new ways of looking at the world. Money will go a little bit further there, relative stuff like that. And we get a 3-bet from FC. We'll fold. Snap call from Marshall. The Sunday Million starts in 13 hours. Bet and an effective shove. HC hopefully has an overpair here. We'd love to see some carnage, some bust outs. But we don't. Open under the gun. All right, we fold. Working until midnight, waking up at 5:30 a.m. to play at 6 a.m. So I have time to grind MTTs. A little tough. That is a grind. Dramatic DJing, absolutely. Seen open under the gun and a 3-bet from Peto. All right, blinds up to 14.28. 14.28 for 3 in the button. GG. Ripping pepperonis. I am not in the rim yet. Not in the rim yet. Open and a pretty big 3-bet from Marshall. And a fold. Marshall takes it. And fold to 5-10. Bet of 14. Pot. Marshall's frisky right now. Frisky business. There actually are a couple. Just one player from Kazakhstan in the Pacific Rim. I like the Kazakhstan flag though. All right, Queen Jack. Open and a call. Great. I think we get to see the flop here against, like I said, the frisky opponent. They're really looking to put some money in, which is good. But FC takes our opportunity, and we're going to fold. Snap call. I didn't sell any action, no. I just fired it at the last minute. Bet of 28K and a fold. Marshall has taken a pretty commanding chip position right now. Folds us. We're going to try and limp. If Marshall raises big, we're going to have to fold, but that's okay. I'm going to limp and not going to bluff. I think it's a bad idea. Check, check. King of the turn. Again, I'm not going to try and bluff here. I think it's a mistake, so we'll check. And we'll check again. Yep. Not going to bluff. Might have worked against Queen 4. Fair enough. But they still have all the pairs there, and I think check the same way, so. We are in third place right now. Third place. But we have some time. We are live, Money Mike. Yep. Nikki Trombone. Love you, bruh. Thank you, Delta. 3-9. Visiting Prague in a couple weeks, in 2 weeks, moving there this summer. For a while. And we'll fold the 3-9. Are you taking your PA along with you to Prague? If he wants to come, sure. Ace-9 against Ace-King. Wow. What happened? I was sort of watching the chat there. It looks like a reshove and a call. And FC picks up some chips, which we didn't necessarily want. We're going to fold the 4 deuce. The stream house is moving to Prague, Nima. The stream house is moving to Prague. It's not going to disappear. Don't worry. They're invited to come, and they should come. Great job today. Thank you, the Heisenberg. It's a joy watching the stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. 3s against Ace-10. And 3s win. That's good news. We're down to 4, you guys. We have laddered up to $3,000, I think. Yep, we have $3,000 guaranteed. The Queen Jack, I think we raise here. We're in last place. We're not really worried about it. But we are guaranteed $3,000. The next pay jump is up to 4. And we're going to grind on. And we see an open from FCZ. We're going to re-raise. And I expect Marshall to, again, come along a decent amount of the time here. But we see a fold. Weirdly enough, early in the morning short sleep schedule isn't bugging me too much. Loving the grind so much. Potentially could bring me down the road. There we go, man. I like to hear it. We've been 3-betting FCZ a lot. Could see some aggressive actions here. But I just fold. Hiya. Ajax suited. We're going to raise. We get snap 3-bet to 4x. We're just going to fold. I think it's fine. Should probably start limping some buttons, actually, against Marshall. Makes sense. We just don't have to, like, risk it with the raise. So it's an extreme adjustment, but I think it makes sense. In that their sizing is really disincentivizing us to play conventionally. You know, it's just like too big, so we have to be a little bit more patient and just wait for more value hands. King 3 suited. I like the King 3 suited. Get a raise. We're not going to fold. Do you want a 3-bet or call? Well, we're going to 3-bet again. I know we've been sort of beating up on them, and they're going to be fed up with it at some point, but I don't think we should adjust until they do. So we're going to make it 19K here instead of flatting, because King 3 suited doesn't flop that well. And we have a tank. And a fold. Pick it up. Under 11K. You kind of got to keep putting on the pressure, you know? Until people adjust, there's no reason to think like, oh, they're going to adjust now and I'm going to catch them in the act. It doesn't really work like that, you know? Like, most people are the way they are. They play the way they play. So you should just continue to utilize until something changes. I learned that from Beluga Whale. who I actually did have one session with Beluga Whale at one point in my life. We did a video for Deuces Cracked, and I was like his student basically, and he was a coach. And yeah, he taught me that rule. Whereas before, I'd always sort of level myself into thinking like, okay, they're gonna be fed up at some point. They're gonna change, and that's a bad default assumption to make. You should assume that they're gonna be the same until they change. That just makes way more sense. So there we go. And King Jack on the button. We'll raise or limp. Let's start the limp. Let's induce Marshall to put some action in. Closer to 34% with the ace jack hand, not 25. Like you said, didn't run the exact numbers, but an extremely sharp fun player mind. Give me that number. In 32-ish, so is almost exactly a break-even call, but I could be way off. But your crack poker mind told you without even thinking it. Hence your call. Cheers, man. All right, we see. We're gonna bet on this jack 3-4. I didn't think yeah. I thought I did it correctly, but I could have been off for sure. But yeah, it's a close spot. I don't know. I probably, in hindsight, I think I would fold against Marshall. Just given the edge that I have here. Bet on the turn and get raised on the 7 of spades. I think it's probably going to have to be a fold. The interesting thing is that I expect them to lead a lot of flush draws. But at the same time, like, how often do people turn hands into bluffs on the turn, you know? Like, they just don't. Especially for a size of 18K, so it's just, like, not that big. And we're doing really poorly against flushes and straights, which they can have both of. And against two pairs, we're like drawing very thinly. So even though we're getting 4-1, like I just think we're doing too poorly here on the turn. We're gonna fold. Come to Texas, we have hot girls and food barbecue. That's amazing, man. But you do not have poker stars, or else I would absolutely consider Texas. But without poker stars, it's kind of a no-go. It's kind of a no-go, you know. I need that Poker Stars hype. Oh, McMaster Grinder. That's awesome, man. Have a good time at U of G next year. I don't know what that stands for, but... FCZ opens. We have the Ace-9 again. Do we want to 3-bet? Yeah. Yeah, we do. This one's really awkward against 4-bets, but I think we continue to pile pressure. Continue to 3-bet. Don't want to call. I think that's a mistake. So we'll 3-bet. We see a fold. Pick it up. 3 queen suited. Limp. Yep. Limp on the button. It's a good adjustment. And we see check. Jack 10-9 flop. I kind of like betting. Our draw isn't that strong. And we're buying ourselves free rivers most of the time by betting here. Only spots that sucks is when they check raise, but it doesn't happen that often. And 2s. I don't think I'm going to be limping under the gun. I think just a button. Under the gun, we're going to raise still. And it looks like Marshall has adjusted. I don't know if they're watching the stream or like why. You know, I don't know why they've adjusted, but it looks like they have. So you raise the 8,000 here. I think just defending is good. Getting around 3-1, just a little bit less. Ace-9 deuce just gonna be a fold. Montreal, yeah, I don't think Montreal in the short term, but I'd like to live in Montreal at some point. Soon. We're in sub mode, Texas boy. We're in sub mode, which is why it's chill chat. But I appreciate all of you. 10-3 suited blind versus blind. I'm not even gonna try and limp here. I don't think it's gonna be a fold. Still sitting on 34 beeps. 8-6 suited. As we're playing basically a $4,500 four-handed match here. Kelly X 1992. Thank you so much, Kelly X. I appreciate it. Welcome to Staples Stable. Hearts up. Thank you, Kelly. Limp on the button again. We get a check in the big blind. A queen 5-4 flop. We're gonna bet. 48% is cool. It's Gucci with me. What are good turns? Well, 7, obviously. An 8 or a 6 are not bad. It beats some of the smaller pairs. But we just pick it up. On to the next one. I'm going to fold the 3-6. Limp and a raise from FCZ. And a re-raise to 32K. Nice. Let's get the double hype going. Let's go. Man, it would have been nice for the Ace King to hold against Ace 9. The Pacific Rim has 20 minutes left in registration. I'll probably fire it. I've got to buy some art, too. Man, I don't know if I want to fire it. I don't know. 3-5, just going to be a fold here. Took down the 150 freeze out for 2300, so ranges quite a bit depending on numbers of mines. Oh, nice. Nice. I mean, congrats. You guys are talking about the tournaments in Guelph, did someone say? Thanks again, Kelly X. I appreciate it, man. All right, let's fire the $215 Pacific Rim. I'm in, you guys. We'll have that as backup as we pick out art after this. Ace 3 in the cutoff here. We're going to raise. And I am on the same table as Kevin, which is unfortunate as the HUD will update here, as we are 20 feet between each other, so we can't really commentate the hands as they happen. Or like we have to do it quietly. But I'm going to be on the final table. I'm not going to be listening to Kevin, but that's, a little bit awkward, obviously. Are we going to bet on this Queen 7 deuce? I don't think so. I think checking back is okay. We do hit a decent amount of queens. We have ace high, but it's a drive board. We're not protecting for much. Thinking checking back is cool. We pick up the gutter. Pretty good card for us to hero call on the turn for 8,300. We have an ace or a 4. Gives us the best hand a lot. A 3 on the river is interesting. So whether we can call here. We do pick up basically, it's a good part to hero call. And they bet relatively small here. I think I'll call. I think they're going to bet more with the queen most of the time. If they do bet the size of the queen, I mean, props to them. That's pretty sick. But I think getting 4-1, having to win 1 in 5 times, we're going to. So we'll call. We do see a queen. Nice value bet. Nice value bet. And we pick up King in the 162. Let's go, you guys. The King dream. We're going to 3-bet to 18K. Oh, and by the way, we do have King over here as well. Oh, no, into aces. Into aces. Rip the dream. All right, we 3-bet, get a call. We see a 10-6-7 flop. We're going to bet. 19,000, I think, is a good. Very draw-heavy flop. Saying you're exactly break-even, so the call is mathematically correct, given the player history and his tendencies. Has to be a correct call. Didn't hurt the chip stack way too much either. So pretty sure a 10 call for sure. Just you did. Oh, and run the numbers. My 34% guess was off. It was actually 33.7. I'm such a fish. Kappa GTH. All right. Jack 8. Not going to play here out of the small blind. So we just lost kings to that player's aces, which is unfortunate. But, what can you do? Kevin! Okay, I'm never going to say my hand in the rim. Okay. What do we do with this hand that is unknown? I think squeezing is a mistake. I think folding is a mistake, though, getting 7-1. So we'll call. We'll be able to shove on some good flops or get it in on some flops as well. We'll see. There we go. 4.1K. All right, Kev was commentating up there. But let's go back to the table here, where it's 200, 200, 200, 100, basically at this point. We're sitting on 33 big blinds. Everyone else around 60, which is fine. We see a limp here. Do we want to raise with the king 9? I think checking is okay. This is one of the stronger hands we'll check here, but I think it's fine. And we see a 3-4 jack board. All right. Bet of 4,000. I think we just fold. Is cool. My buddy American parties in Prague every weekend. Should be fun times. Wow. Your buddy's American and buddy parties in Prague every weekend. That's insane. All right, we're going to start with a limp here with the ace-6 suited and do some action from Marshall, which hopefully we can. 6-8-9 flop. Okay, we have bottom pair. That's good. We're going to start with a check call, though. Again, Marshall seems to be playing fairly aggressively, so I think check calling is good. The 3,200 chip bet worries me a little bit because the sizing, right? They're choosing these huge sizings in a lot of situations. The small bet, to me, represents some strength, and I think we have to fold on this turn. 3K guaranteed, another 3,500 to play for. 3,400, I guess. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. If you guys like the stream, hit the follow button. Love to see you guys come back. I'm going to be back in around 9 hours. We're giving away 13 seats in 9 hours. It's not bad. Not a bad chunk of seats. Good luck four-handed, Jamie. Take it down. Thank you, Nitz Guy. Thanks, Finn. Appreciate it. We are against Kevbot. It's true. Wow. We see a bet and a shove here. And a call. Hold. Hold, aces. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Aces holds. We're going to be down to 3 in 1 moment. Marshall's very short. We're just going to fold the 5-6, though. I think they call 100% of hands. Ace deuce here, just gonna fold. Marshall, wow, folded. Okay, all right. Okay, all right, okay. Jamie and Kings always scares me. Kings have not been the nicest hand for us in the last month. It's true, they've been a little bit rough. So we're one person away from a $1,000 pay jump here. Marshall takes one down, all right. Fives will call the shove. We're going to reshove, we're going to fold. A6 against ace deuce, and they chop it up, all right. All right, Kevin folds. We have the ace-ace. The ace-ace dream in the Pacific Rim. Let's go. Come on, Dottie. We're all in. Against the eights. How we doing? How we doing? Do we hold? We do. Let's go, you guys. 8.2 coming our way. Not bad in the Pacific Rim. Chipping up nice and easy. Let's go back here. Marshall is still sitting on 23K. Kev does a little bit less of a delay. It's true. He does have a little bit less of a delay. All right, folds. Pato Jazz should be taking control of this table. FC actually 3-betting is very interesting here, given the stacks. Marshall shoves. I don't think we can call here, unfortunately. Not getting the right price. We obviously just want to ladder up another K. So, like, we have to be a little bit straightforward. 5-7 is not strong enough, or not the hand for us to call here. We get a call, and we're hoping we get down to 3. Kings against ace-3. Do the Kings hold? That's a okay start. Good turn, though. Let's go, you guys. We are down to 3 in the nightly 162. The dream is alive. Guaranteed 4,000. The next pay jump is up to 5,300, and then 7,400 for the win. Let's continue on. We have 23 beebs. Obviously, our opponents have a lot more chips than us, but, you know, we know how to handle these situations. We'll just keep fighting. Keep fighting. Queen 5 on the button. Shall we raise? Sure. See how these opponents react to a raise three-handed. It's kind of close as to whether I want to raise this or not. It'll be a tester. Poker Staples PA in the house. What's up, man? Should I hop on the table? The Pacific Rim. That'd be fun. And fold to the squeeze. And a call. All right. We just want to get heads up. Heads up would be amazing. What happened in the 109? We got 7th place. And in the earlier 109, we got 4th place. Alleyborn. Had to go to party. Hopefully he had a good time. Kevin is getting excited about the idea of doubling up through me. It's not going to happen. Sorry, Kev. Sorry, man. All right. Patarajas, 86 against FC. 156k pot. It's kind of a big one. We obviously want Patarajas to just, like, knock out FC. They fooled. All right. Well, stacks get more equal. Which will happen. That's okay. Don't see much folding in our life here with the ace-4. They limp. We can raise or shove. I think shoving is best, picking up 8,500 here. With a hand that doesn't flop very well. So we're just going to shove. And a fold. What just happened? How did they get ace-8 in? I have no idea what happened, Beaver Willie. I have no idea. I'm a little bit withered. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, yo. Kevin said, Jamie folded. We have top set. Ace-Jack against 7-8. Nice win for the Ace-Jack. Kevin. Lally, a 106. Thank you so much for the sub, my friend. I appreciate that. Welcome to Staple Stable. Hearts out, you guys. For Lally, 106. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. I really do. I have to yell at Kevin. Kevin! I can't tell you. We can't tell unless we know the hand's going to showdown. Yeah, because then we know and other people might not know, right? So we have to wait till it gets to showdown. All good. All right. We fold. So we open, get called in 2 spots. We're going to check. Because Kev was yelling like, I have top set, but it wasn't a showdown, right? So like, if I know and it didn't get to showdown, that's a mistake. In which case, you know, we have to make sure that doesn't happen. And checks through. We're just going to check again on the turn. It looks like we have a new table. We do have a new table. Checks around. We see queen on the river. Can we value bet a queen? Well, I think all of them would have bet a 10 on the turn. So what are we trying to get paid off by here? But, like, what beats us? All right, we'll bet really small here, see if it works out. Yeah, we have new tables now, so. We bet on the river, small, get a call, 7,900. And we win against what? Well, not ace-jack. A 10. Okay, so a 10 did check twice. Let's go over to the 215 Pacific Rim. Different table than Kevin now, so we can talk about it. We're all in with queens. And we pick it up. Let's go back here. Limp pot pre, deuce 488. Just going to fold. Good morning. What's up, Yinling? All I went to bed during the deep 109 run. I wake up to another deep run. Doing great. Vamos. Thanks, man. There was a break in the middle there, but it has been a good day. I'm not going to lie. Art confirmed. I guess art is confirmed. Yeah, it's that kind of day. We're over 10K in cashes now today. Really good day. Obviously, I can't wait to pile that in for the Sunday session. Yeah, double art hype confirmed. All right, the 10-8 here on the button I am going to raise. You need a bigger wall soon. There's big walls in this house. There's lots of spots for art. And we get 3-bet out of the small. We're just going to fold. On to the next one. Feel free to ship some art to my grind station. Listen, man, we have all the stairwells. We have so many spots for art. All right, we see a full, pretty big raise here from FC. I think we should still defend, though. In possession, getting a very good price with a hand that flops relatively well, especially when we flop trip queens. That is a nice hand. Check. All right, we're going to bet here when it checks to us. 92.88, I think, is good. We do have a queen, but it's like There's a lot of draws and stuff we can get value from. They're check calling a decent amount. So we'll bet. They call. Nice. We see an 8 on the turn. Do we want to bet again? Their range is pretty weak here, is the thing, right? So we're getting all the money from Jack 10 anyways. I think we want to check back. I don't think enough hands are paying us off on the turn in the river. And I think the strong hands that are going to bet the river and then call a shove. So I'll check back. And we see an 8 on the river. Again, their range is pretty weak here. It's not a good river for one reason, and that we don't bluff it very often. They check. We're going to bet 48%, I think is cool. So we had a classic question, you guys, in the chat. Some of you OGs will remember this. ICM? Chip chop? I think I got to gamble, boys. You guys remember, some of you remember, Big 75. Back when it used to be a $75 dime. I think we got to gamble. We got to roll with it. No deals for me. No deals for me. We're fighting for it. Let's roll, you guys. Let's roll. And we're going to fold the 10-3. We are three-handed. 4,000 guaranteed. 5,300 next. 7,400 up top. Fold the deuce 3. Morning, Staples. What's up, Tom? How you doing, man? See a relatively large raise from Patter. And a call. Okay, to the streets. We want to see these two clash. We want to see battles. Fairly comfortable with the heads-up play, but, you know, I want to see battles. See a pretty large raise. I don't think we have to reshove. We're just going to flat. Take it to the streets. Flop an ace high. See a bet of 8,500. Okay, we're going to start with a call, I think. Queen on the turn, which is not a great card for our actual hand, the hand we have right now. But the hands that we call in the big line is a pretty good card for us. They check. Do we want to bet? I don't think it accomplishes very much here. We can get value from like flush draws and some straight draws and stuff like that, but I think just checking is good. And we have aces and queens with a 6 kicker. That doesn't change anything. Do we want to bet the river? Sure. We're going to bet small. And it's thin. It's very thin. Can we get called by like jacks here? No, I don't think so, actually. I'm going to check back the river. I don't think we can get paid off by enough worse hands. And we would have value owned ourselves, but we caught ourselves. We caught ourselves. All right. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. By the way, a couple of friends of the stream over here. Rick Watt and NF2. Good luck, you guys. Oof. It was close to a value own. We made it out, though. We made it out alive. The dance hype is real. Thank you guys so much. Oh, my goodness. I need to get some sleep before tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be insane. All right, we'll raise. We have 20 beeps. We have 10s. 10s is strong. Let's get some 10-10 action in here. FCZ. Calls. Okay, good. 7-4-4. We feel pretty comfortable at this point. I don't think I'm going to usually bet this size with very many hands. So we're going to bet 8,300. 8,300 sounds good to me. The dance party is real. And we get check raised to 20K. All right. So do we shove or call here? Well, we want to get it in against flush draws. But they probably just auto-continue on the turn. So I think we call. We fold on, like, spades. And then we continue on the rest. That's a good card for us. They shove. We will call against a flush draw. And we hold. 166,000. The dream, you guys. We called it. We did it. Up to 42 big blinds. 3 of 3, but we're very close again. We're very close in stacks. We see an open on the button here. It's just going to be folded with the deuce 4. But we see 3-bet before. Gonna fold. Pador folds. All right. The hype is real. Up to 162, and we have ace-jack suited. Strong. FC, do we want to 3-bet? We've been so aggressive against them. I definitely think it's the best line. It's like really sort of sad against 4-bets. It's a sad spot where we're not going to be doing much folding. But like when they call or then they fold, it's a big victory for us, which is good. So we'll 3-bet. And they shove. And again, I think we're going to call here. Just based on our history, I don't think they're folding any pairs. I don't think they're folding very many suited aces or very many broadways. I think our ace-jack is doing well. I didn't really want to get in 40 big blinds pre-flop, but I think we have to in this scenario, so we are going to call it off and hope for the best. Against ace-8, do we hold? Huge pot coming, you guys. That's an 8 on the turn. Ouch. That happened in the rim last week, too. You guys remember? We got it in, I think, exact same hands. Ace-jack, ace-8. But, you know what happened there? Do you know what happened? We won $4,000. That's excellent. We'll take that. And we got it in very good, and I think we played very well. And we set ourselves up for like a victory in this tournament, which is pretty sick. You know, I think I was pretty comfortable if we won that hand. I think we're winning the tournament a lot. So there's actually a lot of positives to take from that, I think. So let's not be down about it. Thanks for the support through this series, you guys. What a fun day Saturday was. It was insane. The 3rd place in that one, the 4th place in the big 109. We had some other deep runs on the side. It was an absolutely crazy day, and it was so much fun. Thanks to you, those of you that shared with me on Twitch, as well as now on YouTube on replay. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys later for another series. There's more coming up. Don't worry about it, all right? Catch you guys later.